course, who's got a lot of coverage and attention, who's been selected to make America healthy again, is Robert Kennedy Jr. And I hope that he carries out what he says he will. I'll be amazed if anything like all of it gets achieved, but he's another one who is completely obsessed with supporting Israel at all costs, who has justified the mass slaughter that's been happening now for a year in Gaza. And I mentioned Vivek Ramaswamy. He's a guy who he ran for president initially, and then when Trump announced he was going to definitely run, Ramaswamy stepped down. And he's now, of course, a massive Trump supporter. And he's with Musk in this deregulation, save money operation, which is just a cover for what they really plan to do. And Ramaswamy is yet another Israel extremist. I mean, just listen to this.
These are decisions for now is the moment for Israel to return to its founding premise. The Jewish state has an absolute right to exist. A divine gift, gifted to a divine nation, charged with a divine purpose. Israel has an absolute and unequivocal right and responsibility to defend itself to the fullest, applying the only language that its adversaries understand, the language of force. So what would David Ben-Gurion say today? He would say, don't depend on anybody else's fleeting sympathies or permission to do it. If Israel and Mossad want to pull off Munich 2.0 and take out every last leader of Hamas, wherever they may be hiding from Doha to Dresden, host a red wedding at the Four Seasons in Qatar, the next time Haniyeh and Mashal show up, they should go ahead and do it. If Israel wants to at long last abandon the myth of a two-state solution, Israel should go ahead and abandon a two-state solution. The rest of the Arab world can absorb Palestinians just as the Jews absorbed their people out of 22 countries they were kicked out of since 1948. The Islamic world cannot continue to condone the slaughtering of Jews while continuing to disown the Palestinians. That is the hard truth that neither member of either political party is willing to speak out loud to the Arab world. I will.
Everywhere you look in this Trump administration, you see Israel first, middle, and last. We've got Senator John Thune, who's now the Senate Majority Leader, who's been saying we must support Israel, we must remove any blocks on giving them whatever they want in terms of weaponry to continue the mass slaughter. The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has said something similar. And, you know, I keep hearing this stuff about freedom of speech. We must protect freedom of speech. Now, what's happening here? And unfortunately, enormous numbers of people have fallen for it. Is this Trump group has simply taken the route of maximum manipulation of their target audience through telling people what they want to hear. It's a phenomenally powerful perceptual manipulation technique. You tell them what they want to hear. You tell them what you're going to do, which is what they want you to do. And of course, then the door is swinging open and they're all for you. because they want what you're saying to be true. They don't want to listen to people like me who are telling them it's not true, because they don't want that to be true. They want what Trump says to be what Trump will do. So he's talking about freedom of speech. And you know, they put some blocks on censorship. Well, that's a great thing. But at the same time he's talking about freedom of speech, he's openly saying that when he becomes president, he's going to target anyone in the universities and the colleges of America, probably much more widely than that, actually, who he calls anti-Semitic.